Hello, my name is Susan Graham, and today's topic is hotter than July. Fiduciaries navigate a summer of searing responsibility. Boy, doesn't that sound grim, but that's really a serious job when somebody has to take over handling funds for someone else. So, my name is Susan Graham. I'm a certified elder law attorney, and my business is called Senior Edge Legal. We represent retired people and pre retirees to create personalized estate plans to provide for them a safe, independent, and financially secure future. But let's talk about today. What's a fiduciary? Who is a fiduciary? That's someone who is managing money for the benefit of other people. Oftentimes, a fiduciary is appointed when someone dies. Who's going to handle the affairs of the deceased person? And why is that important? Because there are a variety of responsibilities. And if you don't do it properly, if you're the fiduciary, you have personal liability. That means you're going to have to put some of your own money to correct the mistakes that you might have made. There are 5 duties for fiduciaries. The first one is good faith. Now, that's pretty common sense. That means you need to do it, manage the affairs and pay the bills and protect the assets and ultimately distribute them where they're supposed to go to the benefit of the people who are ultimately receiving it. That means you can't do self-dealing. You really have to be paying attention to the big picture, not just if you happen to be a beneficiary, well, how do you make this work the best for you? Then there's a duty of loyalty. Again, that means you need to put the interests of the beneficiaries first, all the beneficiaries, again, not just you. You can't personally profit from this. That means you can't borrow money from the estate. You can't take money from the estate. You can't use your brother to sell the house when he really doesn't know too much about how to sell real property. It means, again, you need to look at the big picture. And if there are some conflicts, like you're using your sister to be the CPA to do the accounting, that you need to fully disclose any of those potential conflicts. There's a duty of reasonable care and skill. That means you really need to know what you're doing. You can't just wing it. It means you need to understand the law, and you need to keep people fully informed. You need to seek legal advice when you think you're over your head. There's a duty to account and to inform and report to the beneficiaries. That means you need to keep regular financial records. You just can't, again, do this on a yellow pad that you write something down every now and then and you don't keep copy of receipts. You need to provide regular updates to the beneficiary showing what's happening with the money. And if there's something significant, you need to be transparent about those decisions and actions, such as if you're going to sell a house, you might want to let the others know if they want to actually bid and buy that house. There's a duty to prudently invest the assets. So if you're handling this for any length of time, and usually it takes time to wind up the affairs of someone who's deceased, often it's a year, you need to be sure that you're handling the money properly. So that means you need to diversify and you need to try to eliminate the risks. Very often people, if there's a brokerage account or an IRA account and it's invested in different stocks, the best thing to do in most circumstances is liquidate that, sell everything, keep it in that account. But at least then you're not exposed to the risk of the increase, that'd be nice, but the decrease of those values. And the stock market's volatile. So the best thing in most circumstances is just liquidate those assets. And then, of course, you have to account to people. You have to show them regular accountings and at the end what's happened and what they're going to receive. It's important when you're a fiduciary to understand your duties and to do them properly. If you don't, you will be personally liable for any losses or harm to any of the beneficiaries. So it's a responsible job. It can be done and done properly, but it certainly helps to seek the advice of professionals to guide you so you be certain that you do it the right way. If you need our help, if you're a fiduciary, or you want to set up your own estate plan, please call my office for an appointment. My office phone number is 208-344 0375, or contact us on the internet, info@senioredgelegal.com. And I want to tell you that what we focus in our office is helping our clients maintain or enhance their financial security for their future. It's one of our top priorities. I want to thank you so much for listening to this program about fiduciaries.